What's going on, everybody?
It's been an early morning.
Welcome back to Hidden Oaks Homestead. We are live at the Gulf Coast Homesteader meetup that we are hosting here with the Dusty Goat Homestead. It's been a busy morning. I'm gonna go throw up soon. We got a lot going on.
Chip's got to get on stage and talk in front of real people, not the camera, so it's going to be different. He's a little nervous.
So much going on right now. We've been planning this for months, and today's the day. So we got some speakers, we got vendors, we got food trucks.
Moment of truth.
We have no idea what we're doing, but we're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it. It's gonna be fun.
So
we're gonna try to show you as much as possible. We kind of voluntold some cameramen. So we're gonna try to document as much as possible.
Get as much as we can, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Wish us luck.
Woo.
Hey there!
What you got?
Stuck in a nutty box.
Hello. Oh no, sir. We just need to see them.
One.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Do you have any toy donations?
And only 3 of us have come of my 4 tickets.
Me too. I'll just give you your 4 tickets and then you have an extra chance of winning something.
meat. I got tagged for this. So why are we doing this? We're doing this just for networking, get to know each other. You know, we got a big community out here of people that, like-minded people that are worried about raising their own food, where does their meat come from? But we need to be a more tight-knit community, you know? Who here has chickens? Chickens, just about everybody. Pigs, I got pigs too. So not everybody does everything, right? So if you got chickens and maybe she's got pigs and she's got a garden, we can all work together and we can learn from each other. Just because you got chickens doesn't mean you know everything about chickens. I don't know everything about chickens, and Nicole doesn't know everything about gardening. So we can build and work together and learn from each other. So homesteading is, for us, it's not anything new, right? It's the way it used to be. It's the way we used to do everything. Back in the day, some of the older people in here know that this is just how it was. There was no Walmart. Now Walmart got you checking out your own groceries yourself. You don't even have to go in the store now. They'll come and deliver it for you. But like last year, what happened? Couldn't get toilet paper, right? Right now, we got shipping containers in the Pacific Ocean. So we need to just get away from relying on Walmart and Target and Winn-Dixie. You know, let those guys worry about that. We got Randall from the Florida Panhandle Homestead. He's going to be up first. I think they came for you, Randall. We should have put you last. Greg from Mayan Farm, he's in the back. He's amazing farm. This is Randall. He lives in Flomaton, Alabama. He's a U.S. Navy veteran. He's got an amazing farm, or amazing garden up in Flomaton, and he's going to talk to you guys. So, thank you.
Now, see, it's probably my first time ever using a microphone, right? So I don't know where to hold this thing. So we decided we were going to put together a little YouTube channel to kind of show people out there that really wasn't sure what you need to do to grow your own food. And so gardening was introduced to me by my grandparents. They just lived a normal country life that we call homesteading. You know, grafting is to take advantage of the rootstocks. There are organizations out there, all they do is they research this rootstock will do better in this area based on the nematodes, based on the drainage, the drought, the cold hardiness, the summer heat. And so if you go to the store today and you buy a plant, a fruiting plant, more than likely it's on a rootstock that is meant for that area.
So we're pulling door prizes, and if you don't get one, you can blame him. He's pulling the wrong tickets. All right, so door prize number 1 goes to 304034. No? All right, next.
We've got 304158. 304158.
Okay, we have Greg up here. They have a booth up here as well. They have a lot of great stuff. They do a lot of farmer markets. Greg and Carol both are master gardeners. So any gardening questions, throw it at them. They can basically grow anything. So they can help you, give you some tips. And Greg is going to talk a little bit about how to get grants and where to go in regards to your little farm setup, to get a greenhouse, to get tunnels set up, where you can go. And I'm going to let him take over. So a round of applause for Greg.
Thank you, Lord. Make sure you avail yourselves of all the programs and all the monies that are out there that can be utilized and that you can get to help you with your farming. I think personally, our farm, we have received, I think it's 7 different grants that we have received over the years from either NRCS.
Adorable.
big.
Come on and see. Yeah, get you out of here the first time.
So everybody give a hand for David the Good.
I was going to try and sing with a guitar, but I think the acoustics in here won't work. So I get this. A lot of people in Florida, or people who have moved to Florida, they always come to this state and they're like, nothing grows here. This is horrible. Like, I literally killed everything in my yard. It's like, no, I bet you didn't kill everything in your yard, because you still have a Brazilian pepper over there, and there's a camphor tree right there. There's a mimosa. Something grows here. There's actually a lot of stuff that grows in Florida. There are very few places in Florida where it isn't actually green. There's green stuff everywhere. You have different geological areas with different things that grow in those areas well. This is why Georgia is known for peanuts, sweet potatoes, pecans, cotton, right? All this stuff. We know this area for these things. Wisconsin. What do we know Wisconsin for? Cheese. They have this beautiful pasture land. Rich soils, perennial grasses, glacial remains, right? So it's perfect for raising nice big fat cows. I kept trying beans in Florida to try and get dry beans. The only dry bean I had really be somewhat successful for me was a black-eyed pea. Well, isn't that interesting? That every southern dish has black-eyed peas in it. Say, hey, let's be good stewards of this. And many of those older ways, they did make mistakes. And we can look and say, okay, the Dust Bowl was a definite mistake. You don't till up grasslands in a low rainfall area. That's a bad idea, because the roots are the only thing keeping that dust in the ground, and everybody's going to end up in California, and you know how that turns out.
I get this all the time on my YouTube channel, and we'll be able to see you farming. And well, we're a flower farm. I'm not gonna grow corn and stuff like that.
So the first 2 years we spent doing that. We did all the work ourselves. We built the house, and then when we finished with that, I was telling Hank one day, I said, you know, we have 75 acres. I have a little vegetable garden, you know, that I grow stuff, but there's got to be some way that the land can give back to us. There's got to be, you know, something that we can do that we can bring money into our household. And so I was on Instagram one day and I was scrolling through there, and I don't know if any of you are familiar with Florette, the flower farmer out of Seattle. I saw one of her posts and it was these beautiful flowers, and it just hit me. I'm like, I want to grow flowers. I want to be a flower farmer. So I ran and told him, I said, I'm going to be a flower farmer. And so he's like, okay, well, how do you do that? And I have no idea, but I'm going to find out. And so I started doing research, and I actually took a flower farming school. And because growing flowers is different than growing vegetables. You think differently, you plant differently. I don't have employees. I do all the flower farming. Hank helps me with the heavy stuff, but I hired my granddaughters, and I have one of them here with me today. Kendall, you know, stand up and wave. You might have seen her in the videos. Let me tell you, this girl does our garden tours.
And now, the main event. Good. Listen, here's Cargill.
How's everybody doing? It's awesome. Oh my gracious. I guess everybody knows us. If not, we're Coghill Farm from Central Alabama. We've just recently moved from our past farm that we had been at for 17
Give me the mic.
We originally were in the big city of Selma, Alabama. Lived in a little neighborhood, started out there, and I got obsessed with landscaping for some reason. I started growing flowers, I just got obsessed with my lawn, and then that grew into gardening, and then I got obsessed with gardening, and you were a city girl, and never had any, matter of fact, I used to have to beg you to think about moving to the country.
Rabbits were farm animals to me. All I knew was cats and dogs, so I wanted to stay in the city, and Jason wanted to move out to where we could expand and possibly grow our own food.
My mom calls me. Well, Valley Grande just incorporated itself to become its own little town. So my mom calls me and says, you know what? I got land that I didn't know I owned. And I'm like, Mom, how in the world is that possible? How does somebody have land that they didn't know they owned? Well, come to find out, my grandmother had 5 acres of land that had a small family cemetery from the 1800s on it. She changed the whole 5 acres into a cemetery because you don't have to pay taxes on a cemetery. So when she passed away, my mom never got any paperwork on it. It was just deeded to her. She didn't know anything about it. And so we started doing research and come to find out we could change it back the way it originally was. And so we went through the paperwork, did all that, and got it changed back. And that's when we decided, or you decided that, hey, this may be the time for us to move into the country.
So here we are owning 5 acres of land, but there's no ability to get to it. We had no access to it except for an old dirt road that went to a cemetery. Well, I knew one thing. I wanted to live outside the city limits, but I didn't want to live in a cemetery. Not yet, anyway. So, lo and behold, we found out that the lot on the other side of a creek was for sale. This lot was not very big. It was only 2 acres, but if we didn't buy this lot, we couldn't access this cemetery. So we contacted the realtor, and he told us that they wanted $3,500 for this lot. Me being the cheapskate that I am, offered them $1,000 for the lot. Jason is thinking, she must be nuts. First of all, we gotta have this lot in order to access the property. And second of all, nobody's gonna take $1,000 for 2 acres of land. Well, phone call came and they countered. $1,500, the lot's yours.
So we had to start from ground zero again. The channel was our YouTube channel was starting to take off a little bit, where we're starting to get a little more popular. And I remember telling you is that maybe we shouldn't do chickens anymore. Maybe we should just focus on YouTube and teaching people and showing people, you know, our life, and that, you know, anybody can do this. And we did.
And that being said, all this time that we were raising these meat chickens, I was doing this at home. Jason's working a full-time job, 8 to 5, which lasted a lot longer than that because mentally he was just overworked. Editing videos, videoing every weekend, working his tail off and not complaining one time. Just to make his family have what he thinks makes them happy.
Wow. We did it.
All in one day. Set up.
We did it.
Did the event. Cleaned up.
Everybody's gone. Jason is an amazing dancer. I got to see it firsthand. If you guys haven't seen Jason dance, now you have. But we just got done breaking down. We're cleaning up. Everybody's saying goodbye out there. Yeah, what a great day.
It's been amazing.
Wow.
Just everybody. You know, we were so nervous
Yeah.
about everything, and it's just everybody kept on reassuring us. Look, it's a homesteader community. Everybody's gonna be nice. If things go wrong, everybody's gonna be nice. Don't worry about it. And it was amazing.
Huge turnout. Turned out really well, and now we get to start planning for next year.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, we still got some work to do, so we're gonna wrap this up. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Maybe we'll see you guys next time. Next video, not next video. You'll see you next video.
Yeah, for sure.
Next year, maybe you can make it. That's what I mean. Later.